I literally woke up this morning at 4:14. Well, no, first of all, I went to bed really fucking late. I was reading Direbound. It's about dire wolves, okay? I was reading Direbound until like 11:30, and then I woke up at 4:14 because that's when my alarm goes off. And I was, when you're so tired to where like you just feel nauseated when you wake up. That's how I felt. I literally was like, holy fuck, I'm gonna throw up. So I got up, didn't feel like taking the boys for a walk. I told Gino, I was like, look, I just can't do it today. And I can't go to the gym. I just feel like shit because I just stayed up so late. Basically got like 5 hours of sleep? Not even. So anyway, and then I proceed to make my water, which has like hydrate powder in it, and my coffee. I made a water, a coffee, and I grabbed my iPad and I went back to bed and I started reading my book again. I am psychotic. I literally had coffee and water in bed while I read my book. The boys had some food and Gino brought them to bed. We cuddled and I read my book until 7 o'clock, from 4:14 to 7. I read for like 3 hours. And then I got up and I changed and like went to work. But it was so funny. I'm at the part where like I just don't want to put the book down. Now I do have a little bit of beef with this book. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely keeping me engaged because I want to see what happens. And all that is fair. But I do feel like I have to go through a lot of fluff. And I don't like fluff. I feel like a part of me feels like this is just like a lesser version of Fourth Wing, to a point where like, hold on, there's something on the lens. Okay. To a point where like it's too similar. Like it's just too similar. I don't know. I almost feel like I know when I read Fourth Wing, it was such a different story, and everything that all the dragon dynamics and their bonds and how they think and how they share magic and how they communicate, and their mate, like how like the dragons can mate, and then if they have a mate bond, then the riders can also communicate with each other. I feel like all of it was so new. I'd never seen anything like it, and since then I've never read anything like it. There's nothing like freaking Fourth Wing out there. Now that I'm reading this book, I feel like it's kind of copied. She's kind of copied those dynamics, but she just changed the dragons to dire wolves, and it kind of annoys me because it's not as well done either. Fourth Wing is incredibly well done. You never feel bored. It's always engaging, and it's just an incredible series. With this one, I feel like I find myself bored a lot, to where like I just have to kind of skim through and skip. I feel like there's too much explanations on the surroundings, or like how she feels. Like I feel the first 100 pages of this was did we actually need 60 pages of her climbing an ice mountain? I don't think we need it. I think we could have fucking wrapped that up. Things like that just are too elongated, and that annoys me. I'm like, let's move, the story moves slow, and I don't like that. But it's still intriguing, and I do like this idea, and that's why I loved Fourth Wing, so I keep reading it, and I want to see what happens. So yeah, and we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to give you spoilers, but I'm just gonna say two things. One, what the fuck is up with Lee? Like, what the fuck? Just what the fuck, okay? And then what was the second one? I don't know. I think the second one was the fact that this is just kind of like Fourth Wing. Fucking Lee, dude. Crazy. Bro, what are we doing? It just did some weird shit. I don't know what that was. Just tried to go in the dirt road. I'm not sure. Anyway, I reached out to that contact that I was given yesterday. Texted him today, didn't hear back, so tomorrow I'm gonna give him a call. It was the same with the lady. Like the first time I messaged her, I texted her and she didn't get back to me. And then I found out, like, then I called her and she had like, I guess this is like maybe people that are very busy in sales, they do this shit. But she basically had like an AI thing to where it said, hey, like leave your name and we'll let you know if she can take your call. And it almost felt like it just notifies her who's calling, so she can decide if she wants to take it or not. And then she didn't want to take it, so I left the voicemail. And then she called me back. But yeah, it's kind of strange. But I'm gonna give him a call back tomorrow. But something else that happened that's kind of weird is a few weeks back, I applied to another position at the current place that I'm at. They'd send out a company email saying like, hey, this position is open. It's kind of like a corporate level, even though this is not a corporation, it's privately owned, but they have 3 facilities in different states. So they're like, oh, there's a position open that's like a director of supply chain, that you basically just learn what they do right now, and then moving forward, it's like you get to like negotiate materials and really get ahead of like supply chain, but also bring all 3 sites under one roof. That's the goal and the vision. So I was looking into that and I applied for it. And then today they sent me an email saying like, hey, we'll have an interview tomorrow morning for 30 minutes. So like an initial interview. So there's that. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think it'd be good to have that interview. It's at like fucking 8 in the morning, dude. Like I hate doing that like first thing in the morning, but at least it's like ripping off the Band-Aid. So I'm gonna do that, and then I feel like that'll give me some momentum to just like go and call this guy, this other guy, and go from there. But yeah, I plan on reading my book the rest of the night. But I did play my violin yesterday and it was amazing. I definitely feel like I'm finding my flair again. So we're very happy about that. I'll let you know how Dire Wolf goes. I mean, Dire Bound. It's pissing me off. It's like we have a love-hate relationship. Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow. I plan on working out tomorrow, I promise. I'm making myself this promise. Oh, on Thursday, I'm taking a CTR class. And on Fridays, I like to take a 6 a.m. hot yoga class that I love. So I'm doing that on Friday, but CTR I've never taken. It's basically a new class that Lifetime's offering. And it's on reformers. So it's kind of like Pilates, but it's more intense. Because Pilates is way too slow for me. Like, I can't stand that shit. Like, I don't feel like I did anything. I don't feel like I did anything at all. So I'm excited for that. I had to literally set an alarm to know when it opens for like next week to go and sign up. It's craziness. So I'm in it on Thursday and I'm taking it. I'll let you know how it goes. But tomorrow I need to work out by myself. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.